And take two. So, hold on. I'm only wearing headphones because I'm trying a new audio thing here. The audio here might sound pretty good actually. Let me show you why. I'm just gonna show you my perspective right here. Right, so I have a monitor going and a camera and a microphone and another microphone. This right here is actually probably the better microphone of the two. That's going into a recording audio recorder down there, which is going into a pair of headphones. But anyway, this isn't my stuff, to be honest with you. No, I'm at work right now, and that's kind of the focus of this video. Is a lot of people don't know where I work or what I do. And again, these videos are mostly gauged towards my friends back home in Acton, but really anybody. What I'll say is I definitely work in probably the coolest place in the entire state of Maine. Let me show you why. We have computers where people are doing everything from coding to graphic design to videos to photos, everything in between. It all goes on right here. We like to stay organized. We do a lot with video, and we do a lot with photo, and pretty much everything else that's AV related. We love big screens, and we love small screens. We have a physical computing lab with all the soldering irons, resistors, capacitors, transistors, and anything else under the sun that you could possibly want to build anything. And something we're very proud of is our VR. We use Unity, Unreal Engine, Maya, really all the tools that you need to make some truly great VR experiences. So, yeah, that's ASAP. That's where I work. I've been here since January, somewhere around there. And to be honest with you, most people don't really get a look at ASAP like this. This is a little less formal than most of our exposés about ASAP. Usually we have interviews with employees or people who used to work here, and at the end of the day, all of that is very technical, and it's fantastic really as someone who's working within ASAP, but I'm fully aware that people online have a very short attention span, so long-winded interviews tend to not really work well if you're talking about a place that no one's ever heard of. ASAP has been going on for about 40 years. 30 or 40 years. And it's existed this long purely on the backbone of individuals who are truly great at what they do. I mean, like you saw, we got people who are programmers and visual artists, and some people that aren't even in the media fields. There's some people who are philosophy majors or nursing majors. We have people from all across the spectrum coming together because we all have a common goal, which is to solve problems together. Now here's the thing, and this is the one part that I kind of skimmed over a little bit. The question is, what exactly is ASAP? ASAP is really about challenging the status quo. In its essence, ASAP really is what new media should be. Because when you break it down, really, right, you can go ahead and just make a video, or you can just make an app. But if you're able to look at the entire industry, the entire market, and say, how can I do this better? How can I do this differently? That is exactly what ASAP is striving to do. It's a place that's designed for you to fail. It's a place that's designed for you to learn. But more than anything, it's just that. It's to learn. I came in here having essentially no understanding of coding whatsoever. Maybe some basic HTML, but who doesn't these days? But I came in here and I learned Java very quickly. I learned C#, which is kind of a niche language in my opinion, but I learned these things very quickly because the best way to survive here at ASAP is to be open to learning whatever. Most recently, In fact, I was doing a 3D animation project for Acadia National Park, and I'll link that down below. It's on Vimeo, but I feel like a lot of people, if given the opportunity to work 9 to 5 at a minimum wage job away from all of their friends for a month out of the year, during the summer no less, they probably wouldn't take it. But at the end of the day, the fact that I've been here for about 6 months, like 4 or 5 months, and I already love this place to the point where I'm willing to put life on hold in order to just get a little bit more out of it. What I will say though is I do miss my friends. And to all of you watching back home, I really do miss you guys, and I'll only be home for a couple of days in about a week, but in that time, we should definitely hang out. Anyway, this has been dragging on a little bit too long, and I don't want to sound braggadocious, but I do have the best damn job in the entire state of Maine, if not the entire East Coast. And this is the kind of place that most people will never even hear about, but in a floor, in a building, in the middle of nowhere in Maine, there are a handful of people who are doing really, really fantastic work. And I think at the end of the day, we don't get a lot of recognition here, but we sure do love what we do. Anyway, I'm gonna end this here, but the next time I make one of these vlogs, I will more than likely be in China. Until then, stay tuned and stay curious.